It's Niall Horan, and I'm about to answer your Snap questions.
What's the first song you learned to play on any instrument, and can you still play it?
The first song I learned how to play was Wonderwall. I mean, E minor, G, D, A, I think it is. And they're like the first chords that you learn when you learn how to play the guitar. And that is a classic song. And all the classics are basically in very simple chords. So yes, I can still play it.
What's your favorite song at the moment?
My current favourite song is Lover by Taylor Swift. I think it's an all-time classic. We're going to be listening to it for a long time. And as I've been saying, I think this kind of songwriting is needed for music. I think it's very important. And it's just a beautiful song. It does exactly what it says in the tin.
No one has taken the time to ask, how are you? How is your day?
Well, that's the nicest question so far. Yes, I'm great, thank you. I'm very busy. Got a song coming out, and there's a lot going on, a lot of radio, TV, things like this, but having a great time, and it's good to be back, and all's well, until it's not well.
How does your back feel with carrying the whole music industry?
Yeah, my back is absolutely in bits. Really struggle with lower back pain from carrying the music industry around. Not joking.
I love you, Niall. But where's the Shawn Mendes collab? I've been waiting too long.
The Shawn Mendes collab will happen when it happens. Don't put pressure on it. We're only kids. Got plenty of time. Hopefully the two of us will be around for a long time and we'll get it done at some point. So chill out.
Hi, Niall. My question for you is, how was the process of making this new album different from the process of making Flicker? Thank you. Love you.
Good question. Well, with Flicker, I knew exactly how I felt. Like I was emotionally that way inclined, musically that way inclined. Wanted to announce myself onto the scene again as a solo artist in that fashion, in the more chilled out, pick up an acoustic guitar thing. So a lot of those songs were kind of written straight from the heart, and you know, literally write down what I think and then stick lyrics to it, or stick music to it. And that was a lot more simple. This album, I'd spent a lot of time touring and wanted to kind of, ramp things up a little bit and have a bit more energy. So I just wanted to go and write songs, not worry about what they're about per se to a certain point, and then and just go and have a bit more fun with it. So that's how it's different.
If you were forced to dye your hair, what color would you pick?
I've done the whole hair dyeing thing. I did it for about 10 years. It's boring because you have to do it and clean it up all the time, and it's just too much looking after it, so I give up.
When is the album coming out? Because I know your single's coming out soon, October 4th, and I'm so excited.
Well, now that the single is out, I'm hoping to maybe do another one before Christmas, and then album February, March next year. You'll know when it's coming. I don't know yet, don't have a date, but someone's going to figure it out for me, and then I'll have an answer for you.
My question for you, Niall, is what do you miss about Ireland? And by the way, we love you and we're going to Delphi with you. Why?
I miss everything about Ireland. I wish I could spend a bit more time there, but just the general chilled outness of it. It's quite a great place to grow up. We don't realise how lucky we are until you leave, basically. So hopefully I can spend a bit more time there in the coming years. But basically, enjoy your time in Delphi.
My question for Niall Horan is, what's your favourite city to play in? Love from Dublin.
My favourite city is obviously playing the home gig in Dublin is always really good. But I love playing gigs in like Japan. I love all the South American shows. They're always nuts. Love the Aussies. I love going to Melbourne. Melbourne, Australia is a great old spot. But playing at home in Dublin is pretty special.
For Niall is, what's your favourite flower?
What's my favourite flower? I like roses. I think they're cute, aren't they? Do you like a daisy? I don't know.
Hi Niall, I'm Tandra. I would just really love to know about the thought process behind Nice to Meet You, like kind of what you were doing, kind of your state of mind when you were writing or recording it.
Yeah, I was just having a lot of fun in the studio. It actually came on a day where weren't really doing much, and then I just started playing that guitar riff, the main riff in the song, and then it just came out of nowhere. We were just having a lot of fun, a lot of shouting and screaming, different melodies and different lyrics, and one of those really fun songs to write. Sometimes some songs can be quite tedious to write because they're, you're very particular about what you want to say and blah blah blah. And songs like this and Slow Hands and stuff, they were just a fun write and a good time.
So my question for Niall is, since moving from Mullingar, would you say that you've blossomed in the world, or would you say that you missed your heritage of coming from Ireland?
I like to think that I can fly the flag for Ireland no matter where I am. I do miss Ireland, obviously. I live in London. I've been living there for about 10 years, and I'd say 90% of my mates are Irish in London. So there's definitely no way I'll forget it. And when you have an accent like this, you're not getting rid of it either. And I don't want to. But yeah, I do like to think I can fly the flag for the country from wherever I am in the world. I don't know.
My question is, can you give us a little sneak peek of Nice to Meet Ya?
No more sneak peeks needed, because the song is out right now. Listen to it.
What are you most excited for the next album and the next tour? Love you.
Good question. Scary. My first show was before the album even came out, so I played a full album to people who had never heard the songs ever. So that was a bit daunting, but it was good fun because it was actually quite quiet in there, which was nice. They were just listening.
Hey Niall, as a college student, I just wanted to know, how did you know that your career choice was the one that was right for you, I guess? Because I want to make sure I'm following what's in my heart, but sometimes, I can get confused. What if I want to do this or that? So how did you know that it was truly, your thing to sing?
There's pictures of me at 2-3 years of age, carrying a guitar around and microphones and showing off, etc. Randoms and whatever. You just have to follow, as you say, follow your heart, I suppose, and kind of don't let anyone tell you can't, because apparently you can, and I am proof of it. So if you like me, follow what I did.
Crocs, a fashion statement or a fashion fail?
There's that many crazy fashion things going on. I don't know what's fail and what's a statement anymore, because I thought Crocs were for chefs. So I don't know what's going on in fashion anymore. I am fashion. I've been Niall Horan. I'll always be Niall Horan, weirdly enough. And I've just answered all of your Snap questions. Hope I did a good job. If I didn't, well, too bad.